My name is Max Fisher, and I'm running for House of Delegates in the 8th District, which is basically Herndon all the way up till Chantilly. Has anybody here ever had a kidney stone? It's the worst feeling ever. I'm told it's like giving birth, but I don't know that. But I'll tell you what, it wasn't the doctor that made the difference for me. It was the nurse. Basically was able to talk me out of it. As soon as I mentioned that I had a kidney stone, she just started shaking her head. She's like, oh. It's like, let me get you something right now. Because that's the thing. The nurses are the first line of defense. And they're the ones that are able to recognize and basically get the treatment that you need to get what you need. Because I think it's really important. I think one of the things that hasn't been mentioned yet is that, we do have a fentanyl crisis, here in our country, and especially here in Fairfax County. Basically in 2022, 80 of 82 fatal opioid overdoses occurred on fentanyl. Well, how are you able to get the medical, things that you need, the treatment that you need, if it's not adequately diagnosed? And then where does that come from? It comes from the nurses. So that's really important to me. I think that's really, a really great thing. So I think there's also, to answer the actual questions, is that access, I know we've talked about that, that's also really important, but I think it's also the hidden costs that are associated with going to the doctor. Because I think people avoid going to the doctor. I myself is the one person that does the same thing. Yeah, you have your copay, but you get a bill in the mail. Then all of a sudden you're paying, hundreds if not thousands of dollars more in hidden costs. That needs to change. And what we have to do is that we need to stop the excuses and work together. And that's the bottom line. I think there's a lot of bipartisan candidates, a lot of bipartisan folks here that are willing to work across party lines in order to be able to get things done, because we have to stop with the excuses and we need to come up with the solutions. And it doesn't matter if you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, we all are affected by medical decisions, medical choices, and we have to be able to work together in order to do that. So I think that mental health is definitely a top priority. I think that is the key issue. We all have it, we all have struggles, and ever since the pandemic of 2020, we can't keep people at home. And that's what really made the difference, I think, for a lot of people. When you're used to getting out, when you're used to doing things, and all of a sudden you're being told that you can't, that has an impact on everything. So again, we have to work together, and the only way that I can be successful is by having you in line to be able to work together. So thank you again. Again, Max Fisher.